Is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy TKD1 to the video, and today we're talking about a little issue here. Well, not really issue, just a development here in the whole grand scheme of YouTube. But beside that point, just on the screen here, I was playing a little bit of Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. I almost beat it. I have to think I just have to beat the last main boss or whatever. I haven't done that yet. I'm like near the end of the game, and so I should be finishing up that game tonight. But I was playing it, man, and I'll tell you what, if you have never experienced Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, right? If you've never played it, I highly recommend you play it, right? So at first, I was a little bit lukewarm about it. It just seemed like a little bit of a lackluster Wolfenstein 1, whatever. And then the game took a major turn near the midsection of the game that completely changes the overall game, and I think it's a great thing overall. And I just thought I would share it with you all. So yeah, that's me fighting Nazi zombies while they shoot guns at me. Yes, that's what you're seeing on screen here. I just figured that throw it up there and thought it was really cool to showcase, and why not show a little love to Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, because I'm playing through it and I'm soon moving on to Wolfenstein 2. We will be streaming Wolfenstein: The New Colossus as well after The Old Blood and everything, so definitely look out on the channel for that. And it may be existing on a whole different platform that we are going to get into right now. So last night I was playing this game and I received the email from YouTube, right? And obviously, I don't usually like to talk about, YouTube drama or things happening on any community if they, necessarily just don't really affect me per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go in here and talk about, Logan Paul and that whole fiasco and thing. Like, I'm just not, I just like to stay in my lane. I just like to talk to you all about gaming and music. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what I want to discuss here. But today, this is where things kind of affect me and my side of things and what I'm doing here on this channel. So I received an email last night that basically said here that they are going to have new requirements for those that are going to be on the YouTube partnership program. So, quickly in short, what the whole program did essentially was that if you opted in, and I really forgot what the first requirements were, my apologies on that, but if you were able to be eligible for the YouTube partner program, you got access to a lot of different things. That would be custom thumbnails, you got to do a scheduled uploader as well for your videos, and lastly, what a lot of people are focusing on here, especially on Twitter and everything, is that you can now then monetize your videos and have them have ads on them so that you can make a little bit of revenue, going in, to your channel and everything. And then, just every upload you have, you will have ads. That's essentially the YouTube partner program in a whole. So now the new eligibility requirements for, now the program is going to be, is that you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year and also have 1,000 subscribers, right? And so on both of those fronts, I'm pretty sure on the watch time as well. I'm not even sure on the watch time. I'm pretty certain I do not have 4,000 hours of watch time at all. I don't think I do. I might, but that's beside the point. I know that I will not qualify for the YouTube partner program anymore because I do not have 1,000 subs. Now, of course, this is a very small channel, obviously, and that's neither here or there. That's just what it is. That just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still growing. I'm still doing my thing here on YouTube, and I'm still wanting to put out content. And I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about how that like this is very detrimental, and I feel that it is detrimental in a certain way, in a certain form or fashion. But for a lot of people, I feel like this is almost kind of exposing some YouTubers, right? So for the angle that I'm going at this, right, the reason why I'm concerned about this, right, is because a long time ago when I was first starting out my channel, right, this whole goal, like this whole thing with the channel, is not to make money. I'm not looking like this, and like looking at this, to make money or to be the next PewDiePie or to be the next whatever big YouTuber. That's never been my goal. That's never been what I wanted to achieve here. I am just a dude that likes to make content and likes to put it out. That's all I do. Like, I just love to discuss the things I love to discuss, that I'm passionate about, and I just love to make videos. I love the editing process. I love the research process. I love the whole process of making a video. I adore it, and that is why I still do it to this day, regardless of what the numbers show, right? Now, know, my main issue and my main gripe about this, right, is because a long time ago, when I was starting on my YouTube channel and everything, and when I was still trying to grow it, you know, someone told me that, hey, listen, if you put ads on your videos, they get bumped up in search a little bit more, because obviously they have ads on it. YouTube wants people to be watching videos that have ads on it, that way they can make revenue themselves, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit of a sort of incentive and like sort of a way to get your videos up to the top of the search engine. I don't know if that's even legitimately true at this point. I'm sure there's obviously a lot of things to do with tags and with titling the video and with thumbnails and everything and stuff like that, and I know there's a lot to go into it, but one of the factors of that whole thing was that, you know, if your videos were monetized, they had a most likely, you know, just more of a chance of getting at the top of the search engine, or, you know, getting near the top of the search engine more than usual. So, you know, this is where my whole angle of why I think this might be a bad thing, right? It's just because if more videos, you know, from us small YouTubers do not have ads on them, that means if, you know, it is still in place that, you know, if you have ads on your videos and your content is monetized, that you get bumped up in search a little bit more. If that is no longer there, if we no longer have ads on our videos at that point, then that means that we aren't going to be up to the top in search, you know, at that particular, you know, search of a result, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like we are, you know, not going to be up on the upper echelon of the search engine at that point. And so then that's going to make it harder for people to find us and people to subscribe to us, etc. And that just, you know, makes a whole chain effect of us kind of losing out on the audience that we would have had if we had that search engine optimization. Now, of course, I know, you know, it is very much more complex than that, obviously, but that is kind of my main thing here. A lot of people on, you know, Twitter and everything are, you know, up in arms essentially for them not being able to make the little money that they made on their channel now anymore. Now that is completely not my angle. That's not at all what I'm trying to get at here, and I don't really even agree with that. I feel like, you know, if you want to make content, you will find a way to make the content regardless of the monetary thing for it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, your whole focus, if you want to be in YouTube and be a content creator, you know, you're not a money maker, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that is not really your main forte, and that shouldn't be your main focus. You know, your main focus should be making good content that breeds monetary gain, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like a lot of people should be at. And obviously here we're seeing a lot on Twitter here that, you know, a lot of people are doubling down on the whole mantra that they aren't, you know, getting paid anymore, you know, because of it, right? And that's not me bashing these small YouTubers and everything. I respect a lot of them. I am one of them. Like, I'm right there with them in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely am not here trying to talk smack to them, whatever, or trying to, you know, negate their arguments, because you know, overall, like, I feel like they have an argument as well as I do, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, I'm not going to be here and just completely trash them. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to state kind of where I feel is the negative part here, and that is that, you know, we might not get the exposure that we used to get while our channels are monetized. And this isn't going into effect right now. This is going to go into effect on February 20th. And so at that point, if you do not have 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and everything, or if you don't have 1,000 subs, you will lose your monetization tools. And another part of that, that's the whole thing with the tools. Like, you know, on February 20th, I will lose my ability to be able to create thumbnails, to schedule uploads, do a bunch of other things that I usually do on the channel. Now I won't be able to do so, and I feel like then again that also hinders the success of these smaller YouTubers and just their ability to create content that gets exposed to the masses, because we can't even have, you know, like, we really can't have custom thumbnails now, like, technically after this. I hope they change it. I hope they let us keep those tools that let us change our thumbnails and stuff like that, but, you know, who knows what could happen. It's YouTube. I mean, come on, who knows what's gonna happen here. And so what I will be doing, what is TKD123 gonna be doing here? I am not going anywhere, right? This doesn't affect anything on my ends, but this does lead me in the way of going to different avenues. And what I mean by different avenues is, I mean probably Twitch, right? I feel like I should be embracing Twitch at this point. For a long time I have negated Twitch, and now just because I enjoyed the fact that, you know, after my streams they would upload to my channel and I would make them as kind of like a Let's Play series archived on my video on demand stuff, and also have a live component as well to it. But I feel like, you know, with these recent changes and everything, it's kind of leading me towards, you know, the angle of Twitch, right? And obviously, I feel like that's YouTube's probably worst, you know, thing to have a creator think about. But you know, I really feel like I'm going to be looking into Twitch a little bit more, and I've recently changed my Twitch name as well to TKD123 as well. So you know, I am, you know, just looking at Twitch a little bit more with, you know, some lust eyes, saying like, yo man, like I might just be on that site a little bit more than I used to be. And, you know, by used to be, I literally, I think, streamed once on there, and I have watched a ton of streams on Twitch, obviously. But I feel like, you know, over the past few months, you know, I've really enjoyed live streaming and everything, and I feel like, you know, if I was on Twitch, it'd be a great thing, and I could, you know, do a lot more streams and have a lot more streams that are organized, maybe set up donations, maybe, you know, be able to set up my iTunes, you know, library on the streams and everything, and have that streaming as well while I play games, so I could even be giving my thoughts on the album that I'm reviewing this week and stuff like that, you know, on the actual stream as well. So, you know, it could be a whole, you know, new world at that point. So I really feel like I'm going to be definitely looking into that, and I will keep you guys updated and, you know, let you know what I do in the future. But as far as this channel goes, right, as far as youtube.com/TKD123, I am going to keep posting here. I'm going to keep consistently posting here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. I love the creative outlet that is YouTube. I love making videos, and I love giving my thoughts and opinions, stuff like that. So my albums are going to be continuing. My thoughts on the gaming industry news are going to be continuing. I do want to get back into music news. I have to think of how I want to do that. I have an idea in my head. I might execute it in the coming days and coming weeks. But I definitely do want to get back into music news. I definitely do want to get myself back in that game and everything, because I enjoyed it. I love talking about my favorite artist, and it's a shame that, you know, I kind of stopped for, I don't know what reason it was, but I want to pick up that and get back into that and stuff like that. So you know, that was just a little, I guess, channel update here. Shout out to Wolfenstein, the old blood, great gameplay and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, I mean, so in short, I'm not leaving YouTube. Am I sad about these changes? Yes. Do I feel that, you know, in a way, I've seen like a lot of people, you know, on Twitter and stuff like that, kind of point to Logan Paul because of this happening, right? And I feel like it is, you know, especially like with the timing and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't understand how this, you know, fixes the Logan Paul issue. Like, I feel like, you know, we had a massive YouTuber did something that literally 99% of YouTubers would not do, because, you know, like, who would film a dead body, right? But, you know, I feel like in some weird reason, I don't understand how, like, you know, taking these monetization tools and taking ads off of, you know, the small YouTubers, how that fixes the Logan Paul issue. I don't get that. I'm sure there's an explanation. I'm sure I have to just read into it a little bit more and like understand where they're coming from and everything. But you know, to me, it doesn't really add up. But that's beside the point. I'm not going anywhere. This has been TKD123. I'm your boy. I will stay here with the gaming, entertainment, gaming news, YouTube news. Just kidding, not YouTube news, music news, live streams, all the good stuff. I am still here. The album reviews as well. I still love doing those reviews. I don't want to get rid of them. I do not want to stop creating, because, you know, I like creating content. That's just what I like to do. A lot of people like to play sports. A lot of people like to do accounting stuff. A lot of people like to do whatever they, you know, just whatever they like to do, right? I personally like to make content. That's what I feel I have to do. And without creating content, I don't know what to do in my life. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So that is that, guys. If you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and that channel below. And I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Thanks for watching. And as always, I got you.